What's good, you Buffs fans? Welcome on back to another episode of the Red Zones Go. As always, it is Chris. Hope you guys are doing well, feeling well, and looking well. Most importantly, thank you guys for all the love and support on the videos. And you guys have been unreal. Appreciate all the subscribers. And if you're new here, hey, subscribe means the world, and want to keep you up to date with all the Buffs content. But without further ado, we'll see you at the top, and let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick stat. I'm coming in hot, and I apologize. And the only reason I'm starting this way is because it's a little I told you so here moment. But Michael Welsh, statistic: 9 carries, 65 yards. Average 7.2. Isaiah Augustave, 6 carries, 31 yards, 5.2 average. Listen. I was harping on it. Charlie loved the kid. Just didn't really fit with what we were getting into and what we needed to be doing. Now, hopefully Dallin Hayden is able to come back, because I would love to see Isaiah Augustave and Dallin Hayden rotate in. I think Micah Welsh is going to be one of those backs that you plug and play a little bit more frequently. I mean, man, that kid is explosive. I definitely hope that he gets the start today against Baylor, and then you rotate in Isaiah, or vice versa. I mean, these guys are going to be good. I will go ahead and kind of share just quickly. I think Baylor's run defense is going to be very, very good. So I hope that we are able to establish a little bit of a run game, but I will say Baylor's team is going to really give us a hard time in running the ball, and I think that's something to be on the lookout for watching this game today. Obviously, CU plays at 6:00 here in Boulder. Now, if you guys have not already looked at the stats, I mean, from the CSU game, I obviously understand it's been beat to shit at this point, but let's take that away here for a second. I was at the game, and after the first quarter, everybody's watching it. But if you don't know, that was not a game that CSU even would remotely like to put back on tape at all. Now, did CU dominate from start to finish? Absolutely. Did CU get off to a start where they should have had a little bit of a better offensive kick? Yes, I think that if our offense can start scoring first every single time we get the ball, it's going to make it a lot easier on our defense, because, realistically, the defense is going to be out there a lot more than the offense, with the way that Shador Sanders, Jimmy Horn Jr., LaJohntay Wester, and Will Shepherd are going to be dominating this. And obviously Travis Hunter, as always. I definitely cannot say this enough as an emphasis. Hey, I told you so. Will Shepherd, big game. I'm expecting it as well here from him against Baylor. I think that the guy is going to just be unreal. I mean, coming from an SEC school to here where he was playing against some of the biggest and baddest in all of college football, hey, just goes to show that he's a star. He's somebody that is going to be in that top 3 argument here in the next couple of weeks. Just point that out early. And LaJohntay Wester as well. But just their stats here briefly. Will Shepherd, 7 receptions for 61 yards and no TDs. Hopefully that changes this game. I think Baylor he'll get 1 or 2 here. I just got a feeling, and I wish I could bet on that, because that's what I would be throwing down on. LaJohntay Wester, 5 receptions, 80 yards, average of 16 yards per game, 2 touchdowns. Now, obviously, Travis Hunter, 4 games. I'm not 100% sure how they're tracking it, but anyway, receiver with 100 yards in Colorado history. Travis Hunter, first to ever do it. Now, 13 receptions. I definitely understand that Baylor will be trying to lock up Travis Hunter this game. Can that be done? Probably not. But, I think that's going to go ahead and really highlight our keys to this game here in LaJohntay Wester, Will Shepherd, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little curveball in there. Michael Welsh and Isaiah Augustave. Now I've been harping on those four names here, but I think those are keys to winning. I will throw a wild card in here though. Terrell Timmons, somebody who has not done a whole lot so far this year, but he's a great wide receiver from NC State previously. Just be on the lookout for that guy. Now, wanted to highlight Baylor just briefly and give an understanding. I understand that they have two quarterbacks and they really are nobody's really sure kind of who's making the start. I'm sure we will see come game time. I'm not 100% sure who's going to get the start, but I will say Sawyer Robinson has the most yards right now, 315. Very solid quarterback. I think that against Air Force, this team really struggled to get things rolling. I'm not 100% sure why they did because, let's be honest, Air Force is not a great team. Air Force normally is a great team. They obviously, you cannot combat that playbook in terms of what Air Force runs. It's hard to stop that. I mean, they've got some athletic players there. They can really run the ball. All I will say is I wish the offensive line coach from Air Force went and took another job somewhere else because let me tell you, man, if you can coach at Air Force and coach that line to be that good, all I got to say is, hey, credit to you. But moving on from that, I apologize, little detour. Nate Bennett not really played a whole lot. Got one completion and one pass attempt for 19 yards, so 100% on the season. Go Nate, good at it, bud. But Daquan Finn, this is a guy that I'm not 100% sure if he will be playing this game here. He's somebody that could be a very key instrument in them winning, but Sawyer Robertson is going to be somebody that probably will be the main focus for Baylor coming out in this game. However, I will mention they like to run the ball, and their Dawson Pendergrass. I apologize, Dawson. Has 30 carries for 144 yards. Their second running back, Richard Reese, has 35 carries for 140 yards. So obviously, lots of hand the ball off, and running the ball is going to be key for Baylor. So this is really where we are going to see the run defense step up. I would not be surprised if Chidozie Nwankwo is back and playing well. Shane Cokes did a great job, but let's also harp on Levante Bentley and Nikai Hill-Green because those two individuals really played well. And I think come today, if they can step up and continue to lay the hammer down in the run game the way that they did, I think it's going to be hard for Baylor to establish anything else. And I want Baylor to test these cornerbacks because, Colton Hood is going to be having a breakout game. I think he's been playing phenomenal. I think DJ McKinney has been playing phenomenal as well. I really am not truly sure if they'll ever throw the ball to Travis Hunter, but if they do, that's obviously a scary call by the quarterback. So, takeaways from this game: make Baylor throw the ball. We need to contain the quarterback a little bit better this game. I really want to see some sacks. I think this is the game that we have to do it. I think BJ Green has 2. I would like to see Quincy Wiggins have a couple as well, Sammy sacks. But, hey, Deion Hayes has been playing absolutely amazing as well. And I did not expect anything less. I thought that Deion Hayes and BJ Green would be playing phenomenal. BJ Green has been doing really well. I'm sure he's a little frustrated with himself and not getting some sacks this early on in the season. But listen, there's a lot of season left Dayon Hayes has been playing well. That might mean that they're gonna try to get a little bit of a better push on Dayon Hayes, giving BJ Green a little bit more room to get up on in there. I believe Tarion Carter is probably out for the season, so won't be seeing him up front. But I'm really liking Shane Cokes and Anquan Barnes up front, but for the boys, because hey, those guys are looking good up there, and if we can get Chidoze back in that front line rotation, especially with Anquan Barnes, put those two together. I mean, come on now, man! Like that is just unreal. Anquan Barnes, by the way, if you did not see one of the videos, he just bull rushed an offensive lineman at CSU, and I have never seen a man get off a block like that. He's special. He's going to be somebody that I believe to be extremely special. I don't see him leaving in the transfer portal. Right now, I think he's being utilized and he's getting a lot of extremely prominent training that he couldn't get anywhere else. So I'm excited to see where this defensive line grows here with the remainder of the season. I would love to see at least 3 sacks today against Baylor because I think we can contain the pocket. I mean, that's really what we need to do to improve this defense. That's the only thing. I hope that our passing containment as well is continuous. We've done a good job against the slant routes from last year and the posts. So hopefully those continue to get covered, stay covered. I'm excited to see what we do today. But Sko Buffs, most importantly, Sko Buffs, and we'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.